So fitness has been my passion for years. I've done everything in personal training and fitness that you can think of. I've done personal training myself. I've done sales myself. I've sold memberships at gyms. I've ran gyms before. I've also was the top salesman of one of my gyms that I worked at, and when I was at 24 Fitness, like I said, I was number one. I was within the top 18th of the whole company. So I have a sales experience, and the biggest thing about sales to me is you have to believe in what you sell. So if you don't believe that fitness is important and that it actually changes your life for the better, you'll have a hard time selling it. And so you really got to believe in. So anytime you are in sales, whether you're a car salesman and you're a salesman for cable or internet or cell phones or whatever, if you don't believe in what you sell, you have a hard time convincing other people and persuading other people to buy. And I always say, and I believe this, I always tell people in my sales that the buy is the hardest decision. After the buy is and the purchase is done, that's the easy decision, because once you're locked in, I've had clients for 4, 5, 6, 7 years that then the money was never an option. They've literally paid me to personal train them for 7 years. Why? Well, because the value was built, the results were built, the countless hours spent in doing workout plans and nutrition programs, and the results were there. So the money every month was there. The hardest thing I tell people is the first purchase of what you're trying to buy, because you don't know what you're getting. However, after that, you break that barrier. So as a salesperson in the fitness industry, it is your job to convince them to do it, and to do it because it's going to benefit them. And you have to truly believe, because sometimes you're going to have to say things that get emotional, and it may come across that you're being mean, or you may feel like you're just being rude, mean, whatever. But the point of it is this: you have to get to those barriers, and you have to get to what people need to hear to make change, because change is very hard. It's not easy. And so in a fitness sales job, it is your job to break down any barrier and to know that tomorrow may never come. So there's one thing that they taught me in 24 Fitness as well, and I tell this to my salespeople: what does Santa Claus, the Easter Bunny, and beadbacks all have in common? They don't exist. Majority of people that leave that day, once they think about it, they look at their finances, they do whatever it takes, the odds of them coming back right then and there are very slim. It can happen, but you need to have them make a decision when you have them ready to make the decision then and there. It's very important in sales. So those are things I feel that are very important. That's not everything, but in all aspects, you have to get the sale when you talk to them. And or if there's a system where you guys have in place, I've also had systems where maybe I wasn't hard selling right away, but I had some time to work up to the sale because I knew the person was going to be back. So there's those things too. But on the phone, typically, unless you have a process set in motion, which I'm sure you do, you may have to be kind of forceful in that sale. So that's what I'm thinking, and that's how I go about it. So that's a little bit about me with sales, and I know I'm good for the job because I have lots of experience. Like I said, I've been in fitness my whole life. I'm a first responder now. I went through fire school. I did all that stuff. So I know fitness well, and I have many certifications. I have many credentials to know what I'm talking about, macros, nutrients. I've competed in bodybuilding shows. I've trained people for bodybuilding shows. I've done, okay, now I'm not necessarily bodybuilding. Let me shrink down a little bit and has to be more functional for my job. Whatever. I've done it all. So I've done all aspects of fitness. I've done a little powerlifting. I've been an athlete first. So I've done it all. So I really want this opportunity. So hopefully I can get this opportunity from you. Well, thanks for your time. Bye.